Hello, beautiful ladies. Happy Samhain if you celebrate. In celebration of Samhain today, I am teaching you an easy magical technique for bringing more friendship into your life. So easy, I actually teach this technique to my young daughter. Instead of being like my mother and telling her that she's bad for not cleaning, I say to her, "What do you want?" Of course, she's a little girl and she thinks about having fun right now, as she should, but reminding her throughout the day of thinking about what you want for the future leads her all on her own to decide that she wants to work on cleaning her room because of the friends that she wants to have over. It's empowering. It teaches her that she has the power to have the good life that she wants to have. You know, for a little girl, it's having all the friends over that you want to have. And this technique works just as well for adults. The technique is every day you prepare your house as if you're going to have someone over. It works like the red car effect. If you have a red car, you get into it every day, you drive it every day. You know through what you're doing with your body that red cars really do exist. And so you see the red cars that exist. If you don't have a red car, the red cars out there still exist, but you don't see them. They're not in your perception. And that's a kind of funny thing, right? Because if you were to ask someone who might not have as many friends that they want, or the quality of friends that they want, if you ask them, is there a friend out there that's perfect for you? They might very well say, well, of course there is. There's so many people out there. Of course there's someone perfect for me. And yet it can be that we need to do something every day in order to really show ourselves that it's possible, so that when we see it right in front of us, we actually see it. And I don't want to limit you by thinking that this only works through the red car effect. I wanted to tell you a little bit of how it can work, but also I know that oftentimes manifesting is talked about in just the ways that we can prove that it works. But I personally believe in magic. I definitely believe that there's ways magic works that you can never explain. And I personally allow for those possibilities to come into my life instead of believing that magic only works in the particular ways that magic is proven to work. If you do want to learn a little bit more about some scientific proof for both magic and prayer working, this is the book, The Science of the Craft. It's a pretty good read. Now, in what circumstances might this not work out for you? Well, an easy one is if it doesn't even make sense in your culture to have new friends over right away. Although this technique would also bring in phone calls from old friends, hopefully, who want to come in spur of the moment. But if in friendship you're not going for having more friends coming over, you can do things with your personal hygiene to always be ready to hang out with your friends. Or perhaps to carry a compact on you, to check your teeth multiple times a day so that you are never caught with something in your teeth when you meet someone who is exactly the sort of person that you would want to meet. I myself have started carrying a compact in my purse. I started carrying it first to check myself for sunburn, because I found that even when I was hanging out with my friends all day, they weren't telling me I was sunburned, which was a little strange. But I just have been starting to check myself with a compact multiple times a day, so that I'm always camera ready for if I'm having fun with friends and they're going to take a picture of me. Another way that this technique might not work is if you're the sort of person who spends too much time preparing for things and not enough time doing things. I myself definitely have trouble with this pattern, but I don't have trouble with this pattern as far as spending too much time preparing for my house for having guests over. In fact, when I was younger, I used to invite friends over no matter what, because I thought it was very silly how so many people would always say, "I'm sorry, my place is so messy," no matter how their place looked. And I thought, well, it just doesn't matter, because no matter how your house looks, people are always saying the same silly thing. But I have changed my mind about that. In more recent attempts to get better friends closer to the friends that I desire, I have thought back on the possibility that perhaps there's some friend that I missed out on having because I didn't have just the most amazing aesthetic home to hang out in. You know, I love looking at pictures of beautiful aesthetic homes, artsy homes, various kinds of interesting homes. And there might very well have been someone that had a home just like that who would have been my friend if only my friends were halfway to their level. Excuse me, if only my house were halfway to their level. And another way this might not work is if you have issues of unworthiness. If you think you don't deserve to have friends over unless your place is perfect, then this is also not the technique for you. And in that case, you know, you can work on your self-worth, do affirmations or various other things to really set in your mind that you're amazing, everyone loves your personality. But the thing that I love about what I've learned recently with feminine energy is that it can be really helpful to you to change how you act. You know, it's a counter to the idea of authenticity always being the best thing for us. And I'm happy to have that education under my belt, because I think I have needed some balance in that way. I hope you find this helpful. Please like and subscribe, and I really look forward to talking to you in the next one. Bye.